Hello YouTube, welcome everyone. We finally got info on the next upcoming balanced update. And I gonna react to that shit. I hope it's not shit. And I have support today. It's our sniper specialist, Joe. Joe, welcome.
Hello, guys.
Okay, that's quite welcome. Let's just start immediately. You have the site open, or should I read for you because you're an old man and your eyes are not so strong
Yeah, I have it
anymore?
open. I have it open. I have it open
Ah,
right now.
okay. Good. With that, it's quite interesting now. Hitscan, in the previous updates, many updates received a buff in front of the instant bullets, also known as hitscan. For an average player, hitscan is just slight buff, but for experienced and talented player, it was huge. Oh, who would have guessed that hitscan is actually OP in hands of experienced players? It is basically in every game an issue. 4 operators are going to lose hitscan. Komar, Watson, Sultan, and Jingzhu. That's actually a joke, right? Watson and Jingzhu, they already got hitscan with the latest update, like week, 2 week, 3 weeks ago or something.
Oh, Justin Joe Watson had it before that.
It wasn't it before. Now they're gonna remove it again. So a bad message or bad news for players who started to enjoy Watson and Jingzhu more, or less enjoying, more abusing, right, guys? Okay.
I mean, it would still be pretty fast, the velocity. Like, it would be more than before they had heat scan
Yeah, you're
as
a
the dev
sniper
said.
specialist. You play Buggy. And how's Buggy velocity though?
I mean, it's alright. Like, it definitely takes a little bit of skill, but it's. I much rather prefer that over hit scan
But
in a competitive environment.
can I as a Sonic running guy dodge the bullets easier than it can
Well, you
compared to
can't,
a court
you
sniper?
cannot dodge the hit scan. If it's on you, like you get damage. But with Vaggy, like you have a chance to yeah, you have a higher chance to be able to peek through a small pixel and not get hit, or even dodge it. More chance to bait successfully a shot. It's definitely an improvement.
I really hope it plays out well. I'm definitely looking forward to try the new update. Operator balance and changes. That self-healing activation by hold Q now takes 1 second instead 2.3 seconds. Finally, that is now actually a better medic. 1 second. I hated the hold Q button for the self heal. It takes ages. 2.3 seconds. It's a lot. Not much saying here, in my opinion. What do you think? That should be good now, right?
Oh yeah, it's a good thing for sure.
Okay, moving over to Alpha. Operators Svarok. Primary weapon body damage increased from 17 to 19. Suppressed ability, the description now states, yeah, whatever description we don't care about. Dude, a huge damage buff to Svarok. He
For
is
no need,
already a
like
Q spammer.
yeah. Maybe perhaps it's just because of the change to a good R&R that we will see later on in the video.
I mean, I played
But
with some good players ranked, and they had problems doing effectively kills on Svarok because they are too focused on doing skills. But people don't. People forget that Svarok is not an operator for performing kills over and over. He is a supportive suppressor. I see him abusing his ability now with the increased damage, especially when you run heavy barrel on him now instead of armor penetration.
yeah,
It might hurt you pretty much. We'll see how it works out, but I see Svarok definitely in S tier now. Travnik, primary weapon reload time reduced from 3.1 seconds to 2.5 seconds. What I actually
not a
never,
biggie.
what I actually never tested is this time related to empty mech or one in the mech?
I think they all have the same amount, like the same duration of the reload. They have slightly different animations, I think, but
No, I actually figured reloading a half empty weapon is faster, way faster. I noticed it.
that's in
So,
IRL.
my guess is no. What I mean, um, my guess is
In
here
game?
that it's empty weapon 2.5 seconds. They don't have numbers for half empty weapons.
Mm.
So cool. Modified upgrade. Again on Travnik. I don't need to run fast reload anymore on him. I can finally run heavy barrel again, making him a top DPS medic. Might be more interesting now again. Modified upgrade for Sokol. Incapacitating opponent while the ability activates extended duration by 3 seconds. Now they changed the ability. Now it only extends on a headshot kill. I mean, it's kinda nerfed to PvE players in my opinion.
I mean, it's not that hard to land a headshot in PvE, and like PvP players would always run the plus 10 HP, I believe, in the circle tree. So it's insignificant to PvP.
You hear that, guys? Get good or get out. Modified linear upgrade 10. Thermal tape delays the application of the marked effect. Okay, there's nothing special, honestly. Or is there anything special about Sokol?
I mean, you're just no longer going to be marked, and your ability is going to be a bit more expensive. Might be harder to like keep an ability active if you're running with Snack Fit because of the increased stamina cost of the ability. But it's up to you. Mark is not really that big either, so up to you.
Yeah, true. Anyway, 3 spotting in this game exists, which is automatic. SSO, Voron. Finally, primary weapon rate of fire increased from 8.8 to 9.3 shots per second. It's literally the way I used to run increased fire rate skill, a hair trigger, which was for primary weapons before the 0.18 update, and he felt way better back then. I think it's a great change, finally. Providing action ability, effective range increased by 15 meters, reduced the slowing effect applied to enemies with headshots from 90 to 15%. Still strong 50%. In my opinion, I would even go for the 15 additional meters. Currently, his range is horrible for a slow firing assault rifle. 50% is still more than enough. Special trait, incapacitating opponent affected by the ability, restore stamina, replace this, increase the amount of stamina restored by this special trait, stamina recovery increased. It's nothing special. But still, it's a huge buff here, fire rate and increased range. You can go for increased range, you don't have to, it's gonna be optional.
Well, yeah, you have increased range only while the ability is active. That's
Oh wait,
because yeah,
yes,
preventive
I'm
action
retarded
ability.
actually. No,
Yeah.
preventive action. So you're no wait, no. It's an option you can turn on and off. You will get
No.
your 15 meters because oh, they nerfed the slowing effect.
Yes, it's the ability.
Oh, they nerfed the slowing effect. Okay, I'm actually retarded.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's actually so it's only a buff when he uses his ability.
Yeah, so you're gonna have 15 increased meters during your ability, supposedly.
It's still fine. It's still okay. I get it.
Yeah.
This means Q Warrior up here. Press Q to win. Sputnik primary weapon rate of fire increased from 8.5 to 9 shots per second. Well, head trigger,
It's a buff
PTSD.
for sure.
It's a great buff, yeah. It's gonna up the DPS actually by a lot. 0.5 is more noticeable than 0.2.
Of
Uh,
course.
the number of bursts for primary weapon increased from 2.5 to 2.75 for Bard.
Good thing also.
That's actually insane. We need to test it, how he really performs after this. It doesn't sound much by 0.25, but it's the break between the bursts, not the burst itself.
Yeah.
Komar, prime weapon, blood velocity reduced from instant hit scan to current highest in the game. Goodbye, you bitch. He became so annoying on many maps, it's actually incredible. I mean, what are the devs thinking? A dude who can shoot people through walls and gets hit scan. That's actually a joke.
Or he also had a headshot buff recently as well, with a buff to snipers.
Yeah, what the fuck? Blood. Sabotage ability, maximum distance increased, yeah, whatever. I barely used the distance of 30 meters for the dummy anyway, so it's nothing special at all. Kit, yeah, they changed the banner for Kit. It's now prioritizes the medic when the medic is in its in EOE. It's an interesting buff,
It's a
but
PvE change.
Kit needs actually other buffs at this point, but we're not gonna talk about this one yet. Carav Primary weapon, horizontal recoil increased by 25%, vertical recoil increased by 10%. New upgrade, low velocity rounds, vertical recoil reduced by 12, horizontal recoil by 20%, effective range decreased by 10 meters. What do you think?
It's just a flat nerf to recoil, and like low velocity rounds, I don't think they're like even that good because it's just recoil reduction, but you lose 10 whopping meters. Like 10 meters is a lot.
What's its
Like
current range? 35 meters?
maybe 30. I have to
I think
check.
it's 33 or 30 meters. Yes, losing 10 meters is a lot on Carav. I think you can
Anyone
still
in
work
general.
perfectly fine with increased recall in all directions. Shouldn't be that bad. In my opinion, it's a quite unnecessary nerf, but eventually, due to the fact that Carav is more effective on Showdown, Showdown you have usually ranged fights, and for now he's a laser beam operator currently, and that might change eventually his high pick rate in Showdown. In ranked, he is still useless in my opinion. Grom, style it. Special trait, special gear can destroy covers, replaced with special gear, rate of fire increased. Interesting. M500 shorty special gear increased damage deal to heavy covers is now a base feature of his weapon. Oh, that's actually interesting. It is
So
basically,
they just basically increase the fire rate. That's it.
yeah,
It's still the same, which is
just
good.
a
It
slight
was
buff to
needed.
the shotgun. Rain, DM51 special gear, base damage radius increased from 4.5 to 5 meters. That's actually great because I went for increased damage range on his grenades. No, I went actually for grenade damage in the end. Exactly. Distance based explosive damage fall off increased from 2 meters up to what?
1.5.
1.5. Yeah, it's 120 for me, whatever. No, 2 meters,
Oh, then
100.
you're looking at damage. Yeah.
2 meters, 120, 5 meters, 100. Oh, that's actually a lot. 6.5. Yeah, I mean, I think there's something bugged here in this message. Anyway, it's a buff at some point. It's bigger AoE, later damage fall off. Increased damage for the radius. Radius bonus increase from 1 to 5. I mean, minuscular changes. It's fine. I like these. It's okay. Other. Upgrade 7. Hold the activation key Q for an electromagnetic pulse. Destroys mines and ground. Reduced down to 1 second. Much needed. 2.3. It felt like 5 seconds, honestly. Say 2.3 seconds. Nerf the fully equipped run personal skill. Sprint speed boost decreased from 15% down to 10%.
That's huge.
This is definitely huge. Now some people will like reconsider using sprint speed or the 15 plus HP. I think the most affected class here will be the supporter class.
Yeah, because what it's called, it was fully equipped run was basically just a lightweight chest rig without any downsides. So I guess that was just wanted to nerf it. So lightweight chest rig would give you more buffs to speed at a price
I
cost.
think for
While
me, it's actually good. I don't like running sprint speed fully equipped on supporters. I preferred other skills like gunpoint, but it still was annoying to run other skills because everyone else went for fully equipped just to get faster to the middle point of the map. That's just my opinion, though.
I mean, it could still be useful, but it won't be as significant. Maybe more people would reconsider to like 15 more HP or something else.
Perhaps. I hope. I wish we could see a different meta. Stern KSK. Decrease the Guardian ability activation time when used on self, also down to 1 second. It's actually insane. It could be a lifesaver. Primary weapon body damage increased from 17 to 19.
That is huge.
Is this gonna be a return of Stern meta after all these years eventually?
Well, it's gonna be a different meta because Stern used to be just an explosive meta. Now he has an actual gun.
Yeah. Or I think in a round support, if you don't know better, now you pick Stern.
Yeah,
Reminder, Stern gets increased fire rate when applying shield on teammates. Increased
it's like
fire rate.
10%. It's not that big.
Increased fire rate by 10% is still actually noticeable. Shots. Primary weapon recoil decreased by 68%. Recoil of the first shot increased by 3.8 times. So what the fuck? Bro,
I guess like at first you're gonna have like a huge kick, but then it's not gonna be hard to like control it. I guess. Like,
I think the first kick is made so you don't land your first spray literally on someone's head. So you have to adjust your spray. But 68% reduction is actually laser beam. But he was already laser beam before. I don't know. These buffs are weird. Chat is already a strong medic. He will also rise in the meta chart. Probably from A tier up to S tier. Ah, Corsair! What is Corsair doing here? Decreased base HP by 5. Upgrade 7.2 base HP increase bonus. HP decreased from 10 down to 5. C4 special gear throw range decreased by 2 times. What? Reduce the base duration of marked effect from 10 to 6 seconds. Increased duration of the ability. Duration bonus decreased. Duration bonus decreased from 3 point whatever to 2 seconds. Wow. That's actually a huge nerf to Corsair. What is he now at? He's currently 80 HP, so fully
70 HP.
upgraded.
He's not gonna be 70. With hemostatic, he's gonna be 75. I mean 85.
So with
Yeah.
hemostatic zero, he's gonna be an 85 HP operator. This is probably the squishiest assault after the nerf. For no reason.
I think Perun starts off with 75, while Corsair starts off with 70. That's crazy. Or no, I think maybe Perun starts off with 65. I don't remember.
I don't remember either. But less talking, more thinking now. The problem about Corsair here, his DPS got hit hard. It is like around 210, 220. And now they touched his C4 for some reason. It was fine. It wasn't strong nor OP. I mean, okay, reduce the throwing range sounds more realistic. It's a C4. You shouldn't throw it 30 meters. But he felt overall already weaker. My guess is that Corsair nerf happens because many people who aren't aware about his nerfs were picking him still. And Corsair is one of the early operators you get in the game as a newcomer. And they probably reacted to the pick rate. Oh, it's still high. We need to nerf him even further. And I think Corsair will end up right before the trash tier list. I think it's D tier as an assault. Reduced throwing range on C4, ability uptime reduced, HP reduced. Bro, my man is gonna be one tap by specific snipers. Bourbon. Correct on ability. The description now states the exact number of hits required to inflict effect cooldown. What? It's just a bit description. Increased base armor from 20 up to 40. It's a fine upgrade. I mean, he was already okay in terms of durability. Decreased primary weapon spread by 20%. Reduced horizontal recoil by 15%.
That's huge. Because spread was like the main thing that was making his machine gun not as good. And I mean, extra armor plate is an extra armor plate. It's really good.
Yeah,
Could finally be a 3-plate supporter.
Yeah, with this change, I see Bourbon rise again.
Maybe like A or B tier.
Yeah, ability
Because
might.
you still have to. Because you still have to run like double speed breaks to like be like to do like at least something during the match because you're still very slow.
Perhaps, but I think I won't run light rig on him. It's too ammo dependent. But we'll see how it works out.
Yeah.
But the spread and recoil reduction is actually huge at this point.
Actually, yeah. Since now his spread is not as big, he can actually just play from distance, so it's fine, I guess.
As far as I remember, Bourbon hits hard, especially with armor penetration.
It's 170 DPS of raw damage.
Yeah,
And he has like 70, I believe, bullet pen or something like that. I would have to double check.
Although
No,
his ability can be countered in this game pretty easy. They see it's a stun dependent operator for the most part. Okay, Scout. Upgrade 3-1, special trait. Enemies with the Hinda ability area of effect take increased weapon damage, bonus degrees from 15% down to 5. This is actually huge. Bonus damage increased reduced from 10 to 5%. So he can have up to 10% increased
Yeah,
damage in his
instead of 25.
AoE. Yeah, 20. I never used the full 25 if I'm honest.
I think I
Mm,
did. I don't remember. But
5%.
that is huge.
Yep. Eventually much needed
Because
nerf. He melted actually pretty well when spotting people.
yeah, it wouldn't be as strong and ranked anymore.
Yeah, I'm glad to see more nerfs on automatic snipers in this game. They are too powerful. Like, why should you pick a Bolty or a Semi on CQB maps? Just go for full autos. They're just better. No, they are probably more equally. Although I would still prefer a scout in my team on Alra butt hacking. CST, Sly. XM84 special gear base aim reduced from 3 to 2 grenades. Upgrade for replace the stunt effect with suppressed, disoriented, and slowed effect. Duration of the suppressed effect reduced by 4 times. Wait a second.
Duration. Hold on. So how long?
Replaces the stunt effect. It means
Yeah,
probably
the
zero
impact
for.
flashbangs. Yeah, the impact flashbangs. You just have a lower duration of the suppress.
There are no more stuns. Did she got her stuns removed?
No, no, it's the what's called upgrade on level 14, which makes regular flashes turn into impact stuns.
There are impact flashes.
I mean, impact flash is same thing, but yeah.
Yeah, reflect the stuns
Um,
effect if the suppressed, disoriented, and slowed effect. During the duration of the suppressed effect reduced by x4. With X, I think it's 0.4 seconds.
yeah,
So currently it's how long? 2 seconds or something? Yeah, it's okay.
maybe through though.
Secondary weapon movement speed bonus reduced from 50. What? The movement speed bonus was 50%?
Yeah, she negated Corsair's
Oh,
slowdown in back in the day, and she didn't care about water when you were running with the shotgun.
that's
It was
actually
crazy.
incredible. 10% rate of fire reduced from 4 down to 2 shots per second. Literally what you asked for, reduced fire rate. They
That's a
listened.
huge thank you.
The devs listened. 1C listened here. And I have to mention also the removal of hitscan on Comar. They listened to myself as well, and others who asked for removal of hitscan. Impersonating ability base cooldown increased from 22 seconds up to 32. It's 10 seconds increased, base increase, which is great. I like it. I like it. Should be longer, in my opinion, though. Increased stamina costs, fuck it. Probably not as impactful. Activation cost reduction, yeah, whatever. Activation cost increase reduction, whatever. Personal priorities, personal skill, extra ammo increased from 2 up to 3. Okay.
That's big for PvE.
Yeah,
If you're like running a pistol only Yao Wang or something like that.
eventually. Not only for PvE, especially for Yo Wang in normal matches might be interesting as well.
I don't know. I wouldn't go with personal priorities personally.
Bones, body special gear. Now will only destroy covers on command is a great change. Finally, the drone suicided so often. That's actually incredible. Update 9.1. Special trait, the drone revives the operator and teammates the area of effect. Each revival damages the drone for 25% of durability. Body will now lose 50% of its total durability. This is fucking great! I asked for this change for so long that the drone should be only able to revive 2 guys at max. You might see after this update, many people didn't read the notes. They sent the drone to revive a second dude somewhere behind cover and then the drone collapses. It's gonna be so funny. But I really hope to see with this nerf, Bones pick rate literally skyrocketing down. Like Elon Musk's satellites sometimes. Joe, your opinion
Yes.
on the
Wow,
drone
it's
nerf?
huge. Yeah, I really like the nerf to the revival drone, but I would pay attention more to the buff to the what's called protective system
Yeah,
the drone has.
when you choose the option protective system, which works like Buggy's trophy system, destroys all projectiles, um, you get increased healing, but 1.5 per second. You think it's gonna be impactful?
Well, yeah. Currently, she has like I believe it's three. Yeah, I think she heals for
4.5.
three. Oh, 4.5.
Yeah, with the
It's about
1.5 together, I mean. It's gonna be 4.5 HP per second. It's actually huge.
no. Right now the heal is 3, I believe.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so it's gonna be yeah. Sorry, never mind. Yeah,
Base stamina reduced. Yeah, it's not that much. Primary weapon damage reduced at distance over 22 meters. Effective fire range remains unchanged. Seems like they reduced the fall off distance here.
yeah, from 45 to 35.
Yeah, actually, it's great. Yeah, I take it. I take it. Bishop. Gemma throw range reduced by 30%. Base cooldown increased from 33 seconds to 35 seconds. Upgrade 3.1. Special place marked effect on enemy lasts only up to 2 seconds. No 5
That's good.
seconds anymore. That's needed, much needed. It was so annoying that everyone was spotted for 5 seconds globally. EMP lasts only 1 second now instead of 3. Also much needed. And some information we don't need here. Overall, a great change. And the throwing range reduced by 30%. I hope now Bishop lands somewhere between B and A tier. It is too oppressive. He was way too oppressive. 200 round mag, fast strafe speed, tanky as fuck, denying all abilities. Too hard of a counter against basically all operators. Watson. Prime weapon, bullet velocity reduced. Huh?
They still have a picture of Bishop on the...
Yeah, Watson gets a new epic skin, guys. No, I'm joking actually. Don't take me serious, otherwise devs hang me. Bullet velocity reduced from instant hit scan. Yeah, that's good. Healing foam can now be applied to self by holding activation Q and restore up to 30 HP. Don't even
That's huge.
think, guys, he doesn't get damage reduction for himself and applying it on yourself. The ability can now be cancelled manually. That's huge as well. You don't have to stay in a burning ground with fire below you because you're stuck under Watson's heal. And you can move while healing yourself, by the way, you don't stuck. It's instant 30 HP.
No, it's not instant.
Oh
I
no,
think it's taking.
eventually
You can
ticking,
check it at the video
but it
that
ticks
they.
fast, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, why do they like shotguns? Primary weapon rate of fire increased from 3.5 to 4 shots. Are they fucking drinking something? They shouldn't at work? We'll literally return to the point where everyone was abusing a Vanguard. Before 0.18 update, everyone was running or were running hair trigger on a Vanguard to use the 4 shots per second, and it was broken. Range bonus increased from 2 meters up to 5 meters, added 15% bonus to stability. Oh, for fuck's sake. Do we get here another Avantgarde meta?
Most likely.
Most likely. I'm gonna bet $100 on it. We are getting Avantgarde meta back.
Depending on the map.
Depending on the map, it's hacking. At some point, you will get in close quarters.
Yeah, I mean, like, I wouldn't run him like radar or palm mode.
You're
I
sure
mean,
about
palm
that?
mode if you guys.
Go
No, palm
radar
mode, yes.
downstairs.
Yeah, on radar. Yeah, I don't know. Like Polar Station, you wouldn't run Avant-Garde.
Range with
Crossing, you
this
wouldn't run.
additional 5 meters, he has better range than fucking Yao Wang. Special secondary weapon spread while aiming decreased by 40%. A great change for a supporter, but he is forced to ADS. Crosshair tightening speed while aiming increased. Okay, crosshair tightening delay while aiming reduced. Spread increased while moving by x5. So it doesn't mean times 5 this time. I would welcome. No more easy hipfire kills for this bitch. But you get rewarded for ADSing. I just hope that people don't abuse quickscope on Bash, and that's gonna break the hitbox on him again. Vagabond secondary weapon spread decreased by 20%. I guess it's okay. People disliked how the revolver behaves. Eventually, they now go for full pistol only on Vagabond after his buff.
Finally.
Yeah, you will do a pistol build, Joe, right?
Of course. That was the only reason I played Buggy. I mean Vaggy. But what was it called? But because of like I felt like something was off because like I would aim at the enemy and I would go like full like 6 or 7.5 fire rate, and yeah, 7.5 fire rate, and my shots just would have landed at the enemy, and I'll be wondering, am I like, well, what's wrong, And turns out he still had spread after they made the the gun hit scan. It still had spread, like, bruh.
Yeah, the spread was definitely weird on the Revolver. Now sure, Afela, you bitch, finally! You're getting your bolts cut off. Not the literal balls. Upgrade 5.1 special trait. If an operator affected by disability is incapacitated, they receive the last stand effect for the duration of the ability. The operator will no longer be able to move after activating the special trait. Last stand effect duration reduced from 2 seconds to 1.5.
Finally, and that's huge.
Yeah, it is not what we hoped for, but actually something what we deserve.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good change, but just removing it completely would be better for the game.
Yeah, come on, we have to give the developers some props. 1.5 seconds is noticeable, and no more moving when basically killed is actually huge. You can finally run away. Might work.
Yeah,
Hegana, third ability, third speed increased by 15%. Yeah, Lumsi's gonna fucking jerk off on it.
insignificant.
Yeah, is a pack. Verro. Primary weapon rate of fire decreased by 10.5 to 10 shots per second. At
Huge.
least something. The 0.5 is huge for an operator of his caliber. I played today some matches with Verro, and this time with heavy barrel. He's hitting like a truck. I don't know why they buffed Verro. Damage reduction, good mines with crippled effect on people, great top tier DPS. Come on, guys. It's
It was
1C.
it
We were
was
so
just
close.
scuffed by the pick rates.
Yeah, I really hope he get further nerfs, like down to 9.5 or something at some point. But we will see how it works out now after this change. Eventually, I'm wrong here and it might be okay, since his strafe speed is slow as fuck. His sprint speed is 5.2. So you either sacrifice heavy barrel and go for light rig to get your speed up, or you go with heavy barrel but you can't dodge bullets properly. We will see. Miguel, linear upgrade, ammo replacement, 12 gauge Dragon's Breath, damage penalty reduced from -4 down to -2.
That's good.
That's actually really good. We might see more Miguels appear.
No, just the McGills that were not running Dragon Breath might actually run Dragon Breath now.
Yeah, the damage penalty on the pellets is actually 50% reduced. That's a lot. The description no longer mentions an effective range penalty because it was never actually applied, yeah. Ariston, this motherfucker, this trash operator, this skill issue operator for all people who can't aim at the game. Primary weapon recoil decreased by 30%. Right? That's what I said. Who asked for primary weapon recoil reduction? Hello, exactly, the people who can't aim at the game. Recoil decreased by 30%, recoil of the first shot increased by 2.5.
Same thing with shots.
I mean, yeah, it's just the first shot, but he is gonna be more accurate now, which is not what we asked for. He were already fine. Probably people on 20 FPS or something have issues controlling the recoil, I guess. Gilix 1x60 with dart round special gear base ammo reduced from 2.1. Base means, guys, unupgraded. Upgraded, he has 3 rounds. That means he will have in total, after the update, 2 shots with his shotgun. It's 1 shot too much. I don't know what they're thinking here. I mean, it's still gonna one-tap people up to 125 HP. So watch out,
And you
Barra
can still
players.
refill.
Please, what?
And you can still refill them.
Yes, you will still able to refill the shit on execution. Tibet. Secondary weapon. Rate of fire increased from 5 to 6 shots per second. That's great. What's Sultan's fire rate on pistol? Also 6 or 8?
Oh no, it's like 8.
Maximum speed when hip firing while standing increased by 33%. Good, deserved. Maximum spread when hip firing while crouching increased. Speed increased while moving. Wait, spread increased while moving decreased. Probably was completely off. Crosshair tightening speed while ADS increased by ×5. Crosshair tightening delay while aiming removed. It's fine. I like it. no more reward when you hip fire with your pistol, safe behind a shield. You have now to aim and open up your or expose your body to your opponent more if you want accuracy. That's a great change, much needed one as well, especially in a game with a long time to kill. Buggy, Ariston, dispersion ability. Base cooldown reduced from 50 seconds down to 40 seconds. That's huge as
Just what
well.
I said. Thank you.
That's needed. 10 seconds. Didn't you ask for 10 seconds?
Yes, yeah, I did. It's
Yeah.
literally the same thing.
Yeah, Buggy might be more interesting with a faster cooldown. Even more interesting in PvE than fucking shitty useless Caval. Okay, move on.
Bro.
Sultan, Ariston. Prime weapon, bullet velocity reduced from instant hit scan. Finally, this motherfucker, no more hit scan. Every fucking loser abusing the sniper. That's what you get. That's what you get. You shouldn't have abused hit scan for too long. I mean, he can make himself invisible. I mean, no 3D spotting. And just sit on the end of the map. You don't spot this motherfucker, and he just one taps everyone in the head with his hit scan. Dude plays on 100 DPI sensitivity, or just waits for your head to appear in his crosshair and then clicks. Yeah, much skill. Weapon cross attacking speed for rifle increased. Oh, now you can quickscope on him, right? You're the sniper
I mean,
specialist.
you always could quick scope. Maybe you would actually be able to land shots while moving now, and maybe less chance of having spread when standing up, like right after crouching. But what's called? You could always quick scope on every sniper and still land a shot. But yeah, spread changes are big.
Weapon rate of fire increased. Secondary is now shooting 8.5. Holy shit. And increased the base ammo. You could go on him pistol build as well with hair trigger.
Yeah.
Bro is gonna be 10 RPS pistol. Holy shit. Jamming device nerf down by 50%. It's needed. Some people remained like hidden for a whole match, which is quite annoying. Duration bonus increased, also reduced. Yeah, it's much needed changes here. The invisibility was too strong on him, since he could just remove his jammer again and reset the timer. Lazuchik, added level 6 linear upgrade, low velocity rounds, vertical recoil reduced by 10%, horizontal recoil reduced by 50%, effective range decreased by 10 meters.
Same thing as Carav.
Yeah, well, yes, but only positive. I mean, yeah, besides the effective range. But for him, he's 35-meter range operator. You will end up with 25 meters. I think it's...
I mean, for a close quarters map, yeah, it's fine. If you're a long quarters,
But close quarters, you don't need to control recoil, though. I would say you can run flat trajectory on him to get 32 meters back. You can actually ignore his headshot damage. His headshot damage is pretty low, like 32 meters.
it's recoil. It straightens out with heavy barrel. Like, there's no point of running low velocity around.
I'm curious about the horizontal change. Sometimes fighting people when they strafe left and right, it's harder to kill somebody who strafes to the right side from your view. He has a recoil which goes like this, which is annoying in ranged engagements. I might test it, but now we're getting to the more interesting nerf. Description of wrong mentions, blah blah. Explosive damage reduced from 90 to 45. Fire damage remained unchanged. You remember my old videos about Lazuchik build, etc.?
No,
It,
not really.
it, it is literally what we need. The grenade launcher is literally his carry. The reason why I picked Lazuchik in ranked on some maps is, for the most part, he has 3 tubes, and they are safe kill for the most part. You do like 110 damage in total. Burn
I
damage and
mean,
explosive.
if his grenades would not be able to explode cover again, it would be a bit sad. But I guess that's what the devs want to do. I don't really play Luch anyway.
Yeah, I abused him pretty well against strong teams, thanks to the tube. 3 shots is actually a lot, and some people are taking it further and they're running heavy ammo pack on him. This actually needed nerf to his tube. We need less explosive abusal in ranked. Super. Primary weapon rate of fire increased by 0.2. Vertical recoil reduced by 10%. How do you feel about this one, Zubermain?
I mean, it's above, of course, but it wouldn't like shift him to any different tier. He would just stay where he's at.
Yeah, I think 0.2 is not noticeable at all. It's like running the bolt upgrade or skill, how it's called.
Yeah, yeah.
Our now skill now provides immunity to suppressed effect. Probably an answer to the new buffed Svarok. So the devs expect Svarok to skyrocket in his peak rate. Boozle. What do we say here?
Wait.
Prime weapon.
Oh,
No more bullet. No
increase.
more hit scan. No more hit
No,
scan.
no, no. He didn't have hit scan. Bullet velocity increased
Yeah,
to the current highest in the game, so it's actually above the bullet velocity. Um,
yeah.
and then it was called the primary weapon rate of fire increase. Nerf is under the ability is huge, much needed. I would have removed the 100% spread reduction rather than the fire rate, but fire rate is bigger nerf as well. Then penetration is fine, and headshot damage reduced to 155 is alright. I don't think he would be able to one-shot supports in the head now, but I'm not sure. Ballistic knife might become more useful. Pretty good.
I just
I mean,
noticed
not.
if. Huh?
I mean, not like more useful, like more consistent with the kills.
I noticed with the last update, they increased sniper headshot damage across the board by a lot. Like here mentioned, 180, which was quite unlogical for me. We have like skills which reduce headshot damage, but there are other skills also which are important. So not everyone is running a helmet in this game. And now it's 155 damage, headshot damage. Might be worth again running a helmet at some point for some operators. Yeah, and the fire rate nerf is actually, in my opinion, needed. He became so strong with ability up in CQB that challenging him, even as an assault, was dangerous. Star Cutter. The operator moves slower upon taking damage, it's immobilized, it takes less bullets here, whatever. Decrease the amount of operator slowed down. Slow reduction efficiency reduced by 0 I mean, honestly, it's not much of a change here. He fucking needs his invincibility removed. I'm glad his weapon is not good, and he has no proper special gear besides some throwing axes, but the ability makes him still a strong CQB operator. But you can still reconsider using Rain more often now. For air, 7.1, so holding Q restores SP restoration. Oh, they fixed it. So tomorrow's morning I read like HP. Yeah, whatever. It's just a stamina buff. It's not much, nothing special. Jialong, primary weapon headshot damage reduced from 43 down to 42. This is a questionable change for me. Eventually, that one damage point there changes the BTK by 1 against specific operators. Maybe only the devs know. I didn't test it yet. Armor penetration reduced down to 49. Understandable. He gets a buff by 10% in his upgrade 3, so it would be 64. And then you add 15 penetration and ends up at 79, which is insane. Needed nerf. Turn speed increased by 15% for the turret of his drone. We have to test how it works out. I still think it's not the turn speed, it's the lock on timing on the drone, which is too long. Yingzhu. Prime weapon, bullet velocity removed. No more heat scan. I like it. Like they got hit scan like a couple of weeks ago, and now they're removing it again. At least he gets still the highest velocity. Grenade launcher fire rate nerfed. Yeah, I guess. Probably not enough. Special ammunition replacement increased or detonation delay. Okay, yeah, detonation delay. Oh, finally, we can now eventually run away from the explosion. Future ability rate of fire bonus reduced from 25% down to 7. Increased the rate of fire reduced from 10 to 8. Okay. Eventually needed.
Okay, it's like the change of fire rate to the special gear is huge because he wouldn't be able to spam that shit. And just lowering the fire rate boost from 35 to 15% is huge as well. Might be an overkill, but overall a good nerf. I support.
Yeah, I like it. It's okay. We will see how it works out. Yowing healing plates now uses charges for the first time in history of of the game. Number of healing plates charges 4. Number of charges reflects blah blah. We know how it's gonna work. The ability mechanic worked. Once activated, pressing Q will fix the plate to the closest teammates. It's gonna work like in the World War II event we had, where it just hit scanned. It might be interesting now, Joe, if you run the increased range, since he gonna keep the skill. So you will be able to hit scan heal plates on your teammates on a pretty far range.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting how it works out. How the ability works, you will have 4 plates. You can place all 4 immediately, and then the cooldown starts. It's right now 22 seconds, probably unupgraded or eventually wrong upgraded, and it is 22 seconds at this point per plate. So to replenish all 4 plates again in your ability, you have to wait at this point 88 seconds.
But his basic cooldown is 10 though.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
know.
not base, but
I
with
mean,
upgrades.
yeah, it's currently the base is longer than obviously the shorter cooldown. Okay, I like this change to maximum number of planes. Yeah, place amount of stamina cooldown increased from 14 seconds up to 22 seconds. So
Oh.
his current cooldown is how much? You say 9 or 10 seconds?
No, it was when upgraded was 10.
So 10 seconds.
So
Yeah, it's 7 seconds. It's 12.
it's 18.
18.
When upgraded is going to be 18.
Yeah, 18 seconds per plate. It's going to be interesting. So he's strong right off the start, but weaker during the match when you have to constantly spam plates on teammates and on yourself. Base activation cost reduction. Okay, it's great. He's still extremely stamina hungry. Bob, primary weapon, now inflicts the slot effect and firing for a while without the bipod. This is
Huge.
interesting, huge change. Barra was strong while strafing, that's right. But I wanna know how it's gonna work. So if I stop firing, does the slowdown goes away immediately? So I can literally abuse.
Probably not, since it's not like that on the shield operators, I think.
I hope so. Like 1 second reset time or something, because I know people they will definitely abuse like a micro break between sprays just to remove the negative effect. I hope the devs did it well. We'll see how it works. Sai, base sprint speed reduced from 5 down to 4.5. That's huge. There were moments I didn't went for sprint speed at all on him. Thanks to his base 5 meter per second sprint speed. A pull launcher, special gear, base healing per hit on a teammate reduced from 7 down to 5, and the upgrade up to. So you will able to heal your teammates base 5 and upgrade at 7. That's huge.
Instead of 10.
Yeah, that's actually huge, noticeable. Might reconsider a complete build. He won't be a top healer anymore at this point. How many shots? 6 shots base, 6 times 5, just 30 HP for a teammate. Then you have to reload. You can upgrade your weapon up to how many shots? 9 shots?
I think so.
Yeah, 9.5, 45 HP. So probably going on. I'll probably go with bigger magazine instead of faster fire rate. The operator starts firing double shots from the primary weapon. Now also increases primary weapon spread by 50%. Wow. That might be huge as well. But still.
Have to test though.
Yeah, I think when he's still in a corner and you will, or you try to push him, he will still won't tap you up close, obviously.
Quick scoping is still a thing.
But I expect more people to use a double shot at this point, since you have at some point like 10-meter or 6-meter engagements. Reload ability, reloading ability, healing to self reduced, healing to self reduced from 40 HP down to 30 HP. It should be 20 HP at this point. We need to see how it works out. I would like to see a side dropping down from S tier to like lower or mid A tier. Still too strong in the CQB game out like hacking. Kakador.
My baby.
Can I call him Kakador? Eagle ability, cooldown reduced from 13 to 25. Base duration from 5 to 7. Activation cost reduced from 100 to 45. The activation cost price is huge in my opinion. Special gear, base ammo increased from 3 to 4. I still don't get in what spot Cazador ammo currently plays. What do you think?
I mean, what's it called? Perhaps like out of the trash tier, he might move up to like a D tier, but I don't know. Like the ability was useless completely because there was no point of even using it because it was too expensive and it didn't do much. But now, since the cooldown is faster and duration is longer and the cost is finally not killing the whole point of using the ability, um, he might be more seen, and also like one more barbed wire is also healthy for him.
City.
But it's just
Huh?
say what?
No, it's okay. You can move on. The
Yeah,
game.
but
Huh? What?
sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
The devs even say the primary purpose of the marksman is reconnaissance. They can spot an enemy from afar and relay information to their teammates. But what's the purpose behind it? Like, the game has auto 3D spotting. Everyone knows where everyone is. Unless they mean like the fucking marked effect, which lasts for like what, 10 seconds. But is it worth to pick a Cazador over an Avalanche?
No, definitely not. But like Kakador would like be like better than Tien now, I guess, for sure.
Eventually. 5 rounds hit scan is. Yeah. Anyway,
Maybe slightly like he could compete with Steelette better.
we'll see how it works out. I'm still missing some stuff here. Like Avalanche remains broken.
Yeah,
Much needed change there.
no change to Brock.
Not change to fucking Q abusing Prorock. Yeah, but I think we will see definitely more Yowangs next games. Okay, anyway, we are done here today, and we will return with an actual tier list video for snipers after the update. It's not my
Perhaps.
part. This part is gonna be taken by our sniper specialist, Joe. At this point, I need to thank the devs for providing us info for an actual good balance update. I'm positively surprised, and I'm looking forward to it. Some of you might ask me later when the update gonna come out. I don't know. Usually the devs provide us info right before the update, so my guess would be next week. Since tomorrow they're gonna do a Russian stream video about the new changes. Anyway, everyone, thank you and goodbye.